Hello friends, welcome to JavaFx GUI tutorial. In this video, we will implement reporting the progress by handling the button click event for increment by 10 and decrement by 10. In the last video, we learned about the progress bar and progress indicator. So in the start method, we know that this start method will get called from the entry point. It will make a call to launch, and launch will enter into this start, and here we will be getting the primary stage. And as usual, we create vertical box. Then from there we return the child by making call to get children. Then we set insert in the sense we set border for our VBox. After this, we create a hatchbox. From hatchbox we get the children, and we call that as columns. Here also we set insert border. After that we add two buttons. That means here we are creating the increment by 10 and decrement by 10. Then we are adding it to our hatch calls. Hatch call is a horizontal box. Remember, we have vertical box also. Here in the horizontal box we are adding two button control. Hatch calls, this is the hatch calls that add all btn D. Btn I stands for btn increment and btn decrement. So we already created this, and we are adding it to the hatchbox 1. Then hatchbox 2, here we are creating a hatchbox 2 with a gap of 15. That means the gap between control is 15 here. Then here we are creating hatch calls 2 by making call to get children. So here also we are seeing get children, and here also get children. The same method we are making call here. So this one is hatchbox 1 and this one is hatchbox 2. Hatchbox 1 was populated with two buttons, and hatchbox 2 we will populate with the progress bar. So first we create a label, and that tells progress bar. Then here we are creating the progress bar. Set progress 0. So this will set the initial progress. That means at this stage the completion is 0%. So that's why set progress means. Then set minimum width, minimum height. So minimum width as well as minimum height. So that's we are setting here. After that, to hatch call to add all, we are adding the label as well as p bar. And if you see, there are two hatchbox. This is hatchbox 1 and this one is a horizontal box 2. For horizontal box 1, we are adding two buttons, increment by, decrement by. Then here we are adding a label, then the progress control. Right, hatchbox 1, this is hatchbox 2, hatchbox 1 contains two buttons, hatchbox 2 contains a button, a label as well as a progress bar. So we created a progress bar, we set initial progress completion, then we set the size using the min width and minimum height. Then we added the progress bar as well as labels to the hatchbox 2. Finally, to our VBox, so this is the vertical box, right? To our VBox, we add our progress bar, the hatchbox controls. So in the VBox, if you see, first we have two command button, and in the next line we'll be seeing a label as well as the progress control. hrows.add hbox1, hrows.add hbox2. Next to button 1, this is the increment button 1, set an action. We are handling the event. Then ProgressBar.getProgress. So this will tell us what is the current progress. Then to the value we are doing the increment 10 divided by 100. Why? Because what this will return is a value between 0 to 1 representing the progress percentage. So when we want to increment it by 0.1. So that's what we are doing. 10 divided by 100, that means we are incrementing it by 10%. For readability purpose we have written like that. You can also do val plus 0.1. Then here we are creating the decimal format. Why? Because after the decimal point we want to represent only 1%, only one digit. So it will go like 0.1, 0.2, 0.3 up to 1.0. So decimal format, and whatever value we will get, we will convert it in the decimal precision of 1. So we'll see that here. If you see double dot value of decimal format dot format, whatever value is returned by our ProgressBar control. So if ProgressBar control returned a value like 0.2000001, then we'll be considering only one digit after this decimal format. So that's what we created an instance. Then using that decimal format instance, we are formatting the value returned. This will give us a string. So we are passing that string to double dot value of, and we are storing back the incremented value, because here we are doing the increment, right? Finally, we are setting the progress value with this value 1. Also, we are making sure value should be less than 1.01. That means we are allowing the increment to the maximum of 1.0. From 0, we are allowing it to 1.0. 0 stands for 0%, 1.0 means 100%. And here we are doing the increment, right? So the key method here is a set progress. You can set a double value indicating the percentage completion. Next, if you see button decrement, set an action, we are getting the progress value. So here we are doing the plus and here we are doing the minus. So that's the only difference. And in the condition we are checking the value should be greater than 0.01. That means what we are allowing is from 0.1 to 1.0. So it won't go beyond 0.1. So that's what we are checking here, because here we are doing the decrement, right? And then set progress, we are setting the value. So all you have to note is get progress will return a double value, set progress will set the percentage value. So the percentage here is represented in terms of double. So this is action 1 and this one is action 2, and this will be our progress bar. If you see, we initially set progress as 0%, and once you click the btn increment, you will see a shade here indicating 10% completed. Next time when you click, the progress level will change, indicating 20% got completed. Similarly, when you click on the button 2, the completion will go in the negative side. So this negative increment is less frequently used. Alright, so this is for progress bar, and progress indicator will do the same stuff, but it will show the percentage in terms of, so this is 0%, 20%. Likewise, it will go once all the percentages are completed, or when it is 100% completed, you will see a tick mark here in the progress indicator. So here we can modify our existing example to change the label from progress bar to progress indicator. After that, we can create a instance of progress indicator. Rest everything is same. Set progress, set minimum width, set minimum height. Okay, here we changed the width and height. Width is 100, height is 100. That means here we are creating it in the form of square shape, but from here you can derive it as a circle. So this is our progress indicator, width as well as height, and we can add the p bar. We can rename it as progress indicator, and we can add it. So both are same, and when the JavaFX renders the control, you will see a different appearance, but conceptually both will show the progress, or both will report the progress. Alright, now it's demo time. We will go to the demo and implement this example. So we will copy our previous example, then do a refactor paste. So we named this as a report progress example. So just did the cleanup. So here, if you see, so as already explained in the slide, we are creating the VBox, observable list of child nodes, then setting the border using the set padding method, then creating the horizontal box. Horizontal box contains 2 buttons. Next, we're creating one more horizontal box, and in this box we will place the label as well as progress bar. Then we add these 2 horizontal box to the vertical box. So we call that as H rows vertical box. We added both our H boxes. H box 1, if you say, this is H box 1, contains 2 buttons. H box 2 added to the vertical box contains a progress bar as well as a label. So next, alright, we will display this and see how it looks. progress bar example, and we will plug our 24.5 code snippet in between these two, because we want to do a test run now. We will build it. In the meantime, we will scroll. Build successful. Now we will run the file. And here you can see this is the progress bar. So this is first H box, second H box added into the vertical box. Vertical box 1 contains H box. H box contains increment by decrement by. The second H box in the V box slot 2 contains progress bar label as well as the progress bar. Since progress is in 0%, we will not be seeing anything. We have to implement these two to know how the report progress will work. In real world application, when some long running process is going on, the long running process will report the progress in terms of a percentage. So in terms of percentage, in the sense, it will send a double value indicating how much progress got completed. 0 means progress is not yet started. 1 means it got completed. So if there is a decimal value in between 0 and 1, that indicates the progress percentage. Now we will plug the code here. So here, if you see, we handled the button click event. We have done this many times. If you need explanation, you can look at this example. In the YouTube video, you will be seeing a video for handling the button event. All right. So decimal format is from java.text package. Action event. So when you are picking the action event, pay attention and make sure you are picking the import from JavaFx.event, because AWT also provides action event. And here I am picking event handler from JavaFX. Save. So that's all here. Code was already explained in the slide. Now we will go ahead and run this. So when I click increment by, the progress bar will show the progress, and at runtime when long running task is going on, it will show the progress completion in terms of incrementing this progress bar. So this is the progress bar and it will get incremented. Since here I am incrementing it in terms of 0.1, you will be seeing the step like this. And if you want to show the progress in smooth progression, then you can do the increment of 0.01 or 0.0502. So you can decide in what percentage increment you want to do. Here we are doing the increment in terms of 10%. So decrementing it. So this is how progress bar works. Now we will change the progress bar as a progress indicator. Progress indicator is from JavaFx in control. Progress indicator. Set progress 0. Set minimum width 300. We will keep it as 150, 100 and 100. So I want to see it as a circle. That's why I'm giving a equal width as well as height. And if you want to change, you can keep it as pint. I should have left it as p bar itself. Okay, we will do the rebuild again. Now we can run this and see how progress indicator works. And if you see now, okay, forgot to change the label when you are downloading the sample. That time you can do it, change the label as progress indicator. Now let's do the increment by 10, and if you see here, it will show the percentage as well. And once it is completed, you will be seeing a tick mark. Let's do that. 90%. Here 100% completed, and you will be seeing done. Right. That's all here. Just now you saw the demo. Thank you for watching. Bye.